How many people have heard about The Evil Capitalist? How many people have watched a movie with a bad guy who was rich? Lex Luthor, the Green Goblin, the dude from Titanic. I don't know what his name is, but he was an evil dude, right? The rich evil dude. It's a plot theme that perpetuates itself over and over and over again, and it's a plot theme that subconsciously is going ahead and reinforcing to your belief system that money equals bad. Money is bad. Who wants to be the dude from Titanic? Nobody, right? The dude from Titanic was the rich guy. Therefore, I don't want to be the rich guy. That's how the subconscious mind connects dots. It's not your fault if you have the wrong money mindset right now, all right? Very, very, very few people. I think I'm one of the more lucky people out there, because what I didn't tell you in my story earlier is that I actually never even graduated high school. I was a couple of credits short from graduating high school, and I managed to take a few college courses that they allowed me to take when I was trying to get my GED. Never even graduated high school. I did online high school, and my online high school, the extent of it was having Google open in one tab and my homework open on another, and asking Google the questions and filling in the answers. I liked high school. It was fun. I played tennis all day and hung out on Google. And that helped me. Why did that help me? Because I wasn't put in a box. How many people were put in a box, told to be a certain way in school, told to act a certain way in school, told that you were dumb if you didn't, test out well on some frickin' calculus class that has no meaning whatsoever to your future, had your self-confidence hurt based on being told you were dumb because, you didn't test out on some calculus class that's completely and totally meaningless, then ended up, working a 9-to-5 job because you were told to, went to school, paid tens of thousands of dollars to get a degree that would give you the privilege to go and work for someone else to build their dream while you slave away and make barely anything. Now, how logical does that whole thing sound? It sounds totally backwards to me. Yet still, people do it every single day. Why do people do it every single day? Because they're conditioned to do it every single day. Same holds true with your subconscious mind. However your subconscious mind is conditioned, it'll continue down that path until you make the decision to change that pattern. Again, it's not your fault, but you have to make the decision right now to change that pattern, or else you're going to be in trouble in the future. My question to you would be, how many years ago did you come up with what you can or can't do, and who you are or who you aren't, what you can or can't achieve? How many years ago did your subconscious mind make a decision about who you are, what you can achieve, what you can't achieve, what your purpose in life is, and what you should kind of, essentially go after? Again, back to my story, when I was a security guard, I had lowered my standards. My subconscious mind told me, don't go after it, it might hurt. Why? Because I associated going after my full potential with pain, because I had lost everything. The same holds true with money. Who here has heard about the story of the elephant on the stake? This is a perfect example of people not living up to their potential and not going all out. They took an elephant, and as a baby, they tied it to a stake. And they tied it right here. And as a baby, the elephant wasn't powerful enough to pull the stake out of the ground. And so what happened? The elephant walked here, the rope pulled, the elephant walked back. 5 years of the elephant walking here, not being powerful enough, and walking back. And guess where the elephant stayed, even when it was a full-grown, powerful elephant that could very easily pull that stake out of the ground? Guess where the elephant stayed even when they took the rope off of its leg? Right here. If you want to create success, you have to understand that most likely, if you haven't created the success you're looking for yet, You have some sort of metaphorical rope. And you have to be willing to break that and step over here in order to break free of that chain, that self-induced chain. Who here has seen the video of the ant? Really interesting. They did a study, and then they did a little video of it. They took a piece of paper, they drew a circle on it, and they put the ant in the middle of the circle. So the ant can see the ink on the piece of paper, and it doesn't realize that it can't walk over it. So it walks right up to the edge, and then turns around, walks to the other edge, and turns around, walks to the other edge, and turns around. It could walk right over the ink. Same thing with the elephant. The elephant could break the chain out of the ground as the powerful elephant that it is. I'm not saying you guys are elephants, for the record. But I want you to understand that a lot of us hold on to baggage that keeps us stuck when it doesn't need to. And it's based on what our identity is. What's your money identity? When did you decide that you had that self-imposed limitation? When did you set some sort of goal that actually limits you? Who we believe we are is how we live on a daily basis, all right? This is worth writing down. Who we believe we are is how we live our lives on a daily basis. If you believe that you're a millionaire, you'll live into that identity. If you believe that you make $2,000 a month working a 9 to 5 and you're always stressed about money, you will live into that identity. We make decisions to reinforce and elevate the status of whatever identity that we internally have, to elevate the status of our identity, even if we don't like that identity. And that's the critical distinction I want you to get. That's where self-sabotage comes in. You don't need to like the identity. If it is your identity, you will make decisions to elevate the status of the identity. Does that make sense? And I know I'm getting a little bit heavier here, but we have to cover this because we have another 2 days of training, and if we don't cover this, what value are you going to get out of the training? None, all right? If you believe you've always been overweight, or if you believe you've always been big-boned, what are you going to be? Big bone. You're going to be overweight. It's the subconscious mind, all right? If you believe that you've always been broke, and it's just kind of the way it is, what are you going to be? You're going to be broke. It's the subconscious mind. If your mindset is that, who in here would love to just not stress about money at the end of the month? Show of hands. Everyone? Okay, now let me challenge you here. What do you think your subconscious mind is doing when you say that all I want to do is be able to pay the bills? What do you think it's doing? It's trying to figure out how it can make just enough to pay the bills. Now, I don't know about you, but if at the end of the month I have just enough to pay the bills, I am stressed the fuck out, for lack of a better term. Because day 30 of 31 comes around, and I'm going, holy shit, do I have enough money? Am I going to be good? Are we fine? I'm stressed out. If you just want to make enough money to pay the bills, you will just make enough money to pay the bills, and you will continue to stress yourself out. Again, I come back to the question, who do you need to become in order to go ahead and achieve the success that you're looking to achieve? Both on a skill set and a tactical level, and also on a subconscious, who you are with your operating system level. What beliefs do you have that need to shift? And my challenge to you here is to make the leap, to recondition your subconscious mind, to actively put work into reconditioning your subconscious mind on a daily basis. We've already talked about the power and the importance of working on mindset, but again, it is the thing. It's the difference between the person who makes $1,000 a month and $10,000 a month. People don't want to hear that because people want there to be a loophole, a commission loophole, a traffic hack. something of the sort, mindset is the thing. So how do we recondition our subconscious mind? Affirmations, who here has heard about affirmations? We stand in front of the mirror. I am a money-making machine. I am a money-making machine. I am a wealth creation machine. I am not broke. I have $0 in my bank account, but I am not broke. I'm not against affirmations, but without action, without you actually doing something, affirmations won't do anything in your life. They can help you a little bit when it comes to subconscious, and it's kind of one of those things where something is better than nothing, but at the end of the day, it's going to need you, it's going to require you to take some time to get clear on what your blocks are and then systematically overcome them. How did you get into the stuck state? From nonstop conditioning. How might you get out of the stuck state? From nonstop conditioning.